Welcome back, everyone. It's good to see all of you here. Joaquin, Dora, Isabel, I really appreciate you joining us tonight. It's going to be great. My name is James. If this is your first time here, I am a teacher in Brazil. Meu nome é James, eu sou professor aqui em Brasil. E eu espero que vocês gostem dessa aula. This is going to be an intermediate class, so vai ser difícil ou vai ser raro que eu vou falar português. The most of it is going to be in English, okay? So please try to follow along if you can. Let me tell you how this class is going to work, okay? So at the beginning of this class, I'm going to give you some information. Eu vou ensinar a aula, ok? E quando eu estou dando aula, ali eu vou ler as mensagens. I'm going to read the messages and I will respond to you, okay? I'll answer your question as we go through it, okay? So after the whole class, you can be thinking about what questions you can ask me, and we can go through those. So you can ask me just about any question. Don't ask me anything about marriages or divorces. I don't know that information. Mas fique à vontade, pode perguntar qualquer coisa para mim e nós vamos tirar dúvida, okay? We'll take away any questions, any difficulty that you might have in doing that. So, are you ready? Let's get into it, okay? So this is the 7th and 8th class together. I built in a used to and a future in one class. So that way we can be here for a little bit of time and you can get some value. Before I forget, please like, please comment. If you're enjoying the class, as we're going along, you go, I got some value. Né? Você recebeu valor. You got something. So please just give me a thumbs up, like the video, maybe tell someone about it next time, okay? So I appreciate everyone being here. And remember, if you have a question while we do this, let me know, okay? Good Doors already got a question for me. I appreciate that. So here we go. Good to see you guys here. Awesome. Love it. So the first one we're going to do is used to. Martha, thank you for joining here as well. Used to. When do you use used to? It has like a second cedilha, a sound. Used to. Different than use or used. So used to. We use it for something in the past, not in the present. Something maybe we did in the past and we don't do anymore. Okay, I wrote an example here for us. If you think of another example, we can address that too. All right. So the example is, I used to play baseball, meaning I don't play anymore. Okay, this is something that I did in the past. The structure is the subject plus used to, and then because you already say to, you just give the base present verb. Okay, so we'll try some more examples. I used to go to that restaurant. I used to have a motorcycle. I don't anymore. You don't need to say that, okay? Welcome, everyone, and welcome, Rafael. I'd just like to say good evening to all of you. I really appreciate it. So this structure keeps repeating itself over and over and over again. But because it's so similar to use, like tipo de usado, tá? Alguma coisa tá usado, então é difícil entender, às vezes fica complicado. So sometimes it is a little tricky, I like to say. So we have another one where we have the to be verb as well with get and then used to. But we have to look at and notice the difference between the structures here. So this one is you're used, it's used for something that you've already gotten accustomed to, something you are accustomed to. So I can use the be or gotten. I've gotten accustomed to living in Brazil, or I am accustomed to living in Brazil. You see, either way, it doesn't matter which one I use. Sometimes we have a preference for one over the other, okay? So let's look at the example. I'm using the present. I'm used to wearing contact lenses. I'm actually wearing glasses. Imagine, I'm used to wearing contact lenses. I could make this a negative. I'm not used to, these hurt, they fall out. I'm not used to wearing contact lenses. Ok? Isso é os lentes contatos. Só para vocês saberem. Eu acho que vocês sabem. So the structure is this, the subject, just like up here. But then we're using the to be verb or get, got, gotten, and then used to. So let's try a couple of other examples like we did with playing baseball. So and I'm just using I could say he, she, she's, she is, she has, she's gotten used to. She has gotten used to. Ok? E deixa eu falar só agora rapidinho. Se você acha isso tá um pouquinho mais avançado para você, não se preocupe, ok? Don't worry. Just keep listening and keep trying to follow along. Continuar tentando entender. Você vai conseguir, ok? So this is I got used to living in João Malavadi. I got used to living in João Malavadi. So I'm using I got in the past, but it's for this accustomed. I'm accustomed to living in João Malavadi. All right, and these are the two that people get confused all the time. This used to is not a used, as in the past, usado. Não é uso. It's here, this acostumar. Eu estou acostumado, ou eu jogava beisebol. So I played baseball in the past, but not anymore. Okay? Does that make sense? Tudo claro? Good evening, everyone. Thank you again for joining. So this is this part. I'm going to leave it here. Eu vou deixar aqui. Se você tem dúvida, você pode perguntar no final, porque até agora ninguém tem dúvida. É fácil assim. It's really easy. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. I love saying that. It's like a tongue twister. So the next one we're going to look at is the future, okay? The future, a lot of people have a problem with understanding when to use it. So let's look. When do you use it? These are the times we can actually use the future in the present. We can use it in the present continuous. We can use it as a prediction. We can use it at the moment of speaking, number 4, and number 5, as a plan. But we're going to use them differently, okay? I will erase this in a moment, and we'll do some more examples over here, okay? So I wrote some examples of these 5, the present. So when would you use this? My flight leaves, this is the present, at 7 o'clock. So because I told you when, eu te dei tempo, in the future, you can use the present. My flight leaves at 7. Okay, makes sense? Let me just make sure if you guys write a question, I want to be able to read it. Used to is not wearing. This makes sense. Not wearing. Not wearing. Ah, no, wearing. This is used to. Just one second, guys. Dora has a question over here. I'm used to wearing glasses. Wearing is what Brazilians say as usando. Eu estou usando ou não estou usando. But this used to is acostumada. Então, eu não estou acostumada a usar lentes de contatos, okay? So let's keep going. I'm going to go back over here. So the second example is the present continuous, something that you think is happening now. It's not. I'm just saying that it's happening now, but then I tell you a time frame, tomorrow, next week, okay, next month, next year. I'm playing tennis tomorrow, okay, Dora? I'm playing tennis tomorrow. Number 3, prediction. This is something that you're going to predict, and I put a little asterisk here because we're going to look at these keywords that you can use these. So the first one is, I wonder, okay? I wonder if it'll rain. And I can put a time. This is optional. The last little part, the time, is optional. I could say, I wonder if it'll rain later on. Or, I wonder if it'll rain tomorrow. Okay? And I'm using it'll, of course, the contraction of it and will. By the way, if you would like to know a little bit more of the difference between will and going to, check that video out. I can't put it here on the screen for you, but after this class, check it out, okay? So I wonder, I could say, I think, I could say probably it'll rain tomorrow, or I'm sure it'll rain tomorrow, or I guess it'll rain tomorrow, or I don't think it'll rain tomorrow. So you can use that as a negative when we say I think or I don't think. I doubt it'll. So it has a D sound. It'll. I doubt it'll rain tomorrow. I suppose it'll rain tomorrow. Or I expect it to rain tomorrow. So that one's really hard to hear the O in the will, right? It's a little more difficult. Yeah, I like that too. The lemon peasy, easy peasy, lemon squeezy. I don't know if that's a tongue twister, but if you say it 10 times, it might be. So this is the wonder. Now the B, the second one, very important at this point, okay? Pay attention. This one, I used will. It will, a contraction. This one, I'm using going to, gonna, okay? I'm using this contraction because it's going to sound strange if I use going to all the time. So I use gonna. I wonder if it's gonna rain. So both of these, going to or will, can be used when I'm predicting. Ding, 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 ding. Huh? Good to see all of you guys. Good to see you. Appreciate you watching. Hopefully this is a bell or a light is going off and going, yes, okay. So I can use either one. Absolutely. Number 4, the moment of speaking. Now, this could be, it's a decision made at the moment of speaking. Isso é uma decisão feita na hora que você fala. So if you're talking to someone and you refer to the future, you're definitely gonna use a will, but it will be contracted. It'll be contracted. Because if not, you're gonna go, he's upset. James is upset. No, I'm not. Well, why did you say it will, not it'll? It's a feeling. So here, I'll tell it usually sounds like a lot of English sounds like we think when we I think I'll go tomorrow. What did you say? I don't know. So ums are a lot of sounds. Even the letter A has a sound. Is the American English sound, okay? So this one here, I'll tell them when I get home. You're speaking to someone, okay? You could be at the movie theater and saying something to someone. You're talking to someone. So you're going to use, it's a decision made then. Now, if you made that decision in the past, that's where we're going here. It's a plan. It was already a plan. I'm telling my friend, eu estou falando para meu amigo, olha, tomorrow I'm gonna go to Rio. I'm telling him the plan that I already made. Okay, but if he wants popcorn, he says, I'm hungry. I want some popcorn. And you would then say, I'll get you some. Okay, I'll get you some. Moment of speaking. I'll buy you some, you know. And then you could say to yourself, because you just thought it to yourself, you're walking and go, I'll get a Coke too. I'll get you a Coke too. So you don't have to be talking to the person. It could be even a thought. But if it's a thought at that moment, that's the key of when you're going to use gonna. Okay? I see there's a question here, so I'm going to pause just for a second. Among those keywords, which one has a higher frequency in colloquial English? Excellent question, Martha. I really appreciate that. In these keywords, and this is something that you all need to think about. Whenever you're taught something, anything, in English, ok? Cada vez alguém fala alguma coisa para você em inglês, olha, isso é um jeito, isso é outro jeito, você não sabe qual é. Ask, what's the frequency? Isso vai te dar uma medida e frequência que ele está usado. Ele está usado muito ou pouco? Listen, Martha, quick tip. There is, and you may know it already, a website called Youglish. Youglish. And it's part of, I think, YouTube, actually. And you just type in the word or the phrase, and it will show you 1 out of 10, or 1 out of 50, 1 out of 500, 1 out of 1,000, 1 out of 10,000. So that will tell you, that's a great tool to use to get frequency. Okay? These, I'm sure, high frequency. I'm sure it's going to rain tomorrow. This is like you're betting. Eu posto. Okay, I'm sure. So that's used a lot. I doubt it'll rain tomorrow. Você está duvidando alguém. So that's used a lot. I suppose it'll rain tomorrow. This is probably a low frequency, Martha. Not as high as these. These are, I'm going to call these green. Okay. Probably, it'll probably rain tomorrow. A high frequency, totally green. I don't think green. I expect, I'm going to say expect is a little formal. Okay. I expect it'll rain tomorrow. It's a little formal. You would say it when you're around another professional. Você vai falar isso quando você está perto de uma profissional, a doctor, a lawyer. Maybe you're at the bank and you want to say, you know, I expect, because it has this, you know, authority a little bit. You know, I expect it'll rain tomorrow. So that's my 2 cents. And then that's it. I guess not so often would we use that one. Okay. Good to know the frequency. Thank you for bringing that up. Phrasal verb, bringing that up. 30 phrasal verbs in less than 10 minutes. If you haven't seen that video, also a great video. Thank you, Timmy. You're awesome too. I appreciate it. I basically gave you this in 20 minutes, which I thought it would take about 20 minutes. And now I'm here for you. Agora eu estou aqui para você, okay? So if you would like to know something else, I'm gonna teach you one little bonus that someone told me recently, okay? And give you a chance to ask me any questions. All right, here it is. Okay, this is a good one. I don't know if you've ever heard this before, but it's a northerner thing, maybe like New York or New Jersey. So imagine, instead of saying, I said, okay, I said, which a lot of you know, speak, talk, say, tell, I said, don't leave yet. This is a good one. I go. So imagine this one. Check it out. I go. I walk into the store, okay? I walk into the pizza shop and I go, give me a slice. I go, give me a slice? Yeah. I'm essentially saying, I said, give me a slice. And then I can actually say, he goes, okay? He goes, give me, we don't have pizza. I go, unbelievable. This is a pizza shop and you don't have pizza? Crazy, right? So we're actually using go and goes, but just Martha, thank you. This is a lower frequency because it's very colloquial for the North or the Northeast. I've heard this in movies myself. I don't think I've ever used it, but it can be fun. It could be a way to tell a joke. You know, 3 guys go into a bar. The first guy goes, hey man, you see how I'm doing this joke? So it's kind of funny. So I'm going to open it up to you. I'm actually, I said I would do some more examples here of future. And so I do want to do that. I'm going to cross this out here. Please don't forget, subscribe to my channel, share my channel, tell other people we have live classes for free. You know, there might be a advertisement or something, but not in the live classes, so might as well take advantage of it. Oh, great. So, Martha, I have some things here. Crazy as going bananas for me. Yeah, so to go, yeah, we have a lot of expressions like that. Go bananas, go nuts, go, and this is all for go crazy, right? Crazy, all for go crazy. Bananas, go nuts, go bonkers, bonkers, another one. This is a lower frequency. This is a higher frequency. Very important if you're keeping track of what's used more often. Bananas is number 1. I'll number these. Or go nuts is number 1. Go banana is number 2. Maybe go bonkers is number 3. Another tie might be go ape. Ape, you could say go ape is also to go crazy. So some other ways of saying to go crazy. Nuts always means crazy. This word right by itself always means crazy. He's nuts. That's nuts. What did you do? That's nuts. Are you crazy? Guillermo, let's see. I'm used to wearing contact lenses. Can I say that with verb tend? Verb tend? Wearing contact lenses. Can I say that with verb tend? I don't understand the last word you wrote there. Man. I'm used to wearing contact lenses. Basically, I'm used to wearing contact lenses is that você acostumou usar, okay? You're used to it now. You've accustomed. We do have that word, accustomed to, but it's very formal. As Martha, always points out, you got to know frequency, okay? Frequency. And so if you use the actual word, which is accustomed, this is going to seem formal. So we say, instead of this, right, we say used to. I'm used to. All right, makes it much easier. With tend, I tend to wear. That's something different. I got the question now. I completely understood you. Tend. We use tend a lot. That's another high frequency. Is tend. I tend to use. No, it can't be use. It has to be wear. We don't use glasses. We wear glasses. So this is, you could say it this way. That's not really part of used to, but I tend to wear glasses. That has nothing to do with being accustomed to. That just means that you do wear them a lot. You usually wear glasses. I tend to wear glasses when I go out, or I tend to wear contacts when I go out. When I'm in the house, I wear glasses. Make sense? Another question. Why understand great. I'm starting to see help. Sam. Olha, galera, se você tem pergunta, não tem problema. Você pode escrever agora. You can write a question here for me now. I'm going to put some examples of some more of these so we can see them in action. Give you time to write a question because we are live. If you like, se você sabe, ou se você gostaria, I actually have two channels now. So I have American English, this channel, and I have Think English, which is intermediate to advanced. Okay, so let's look at some more of these. This one is actually quite common. We want to make sure you put in the time when you use the present continuous. So I'm going to BH tomorrow. So I'm using this. I'm going to BH. The reason I'm doing this is because we do something you don't do in Portuguese. It's different. So we say, we could say, I'm gonna go, meaning I'm going to go. And this seems like redundancy, doesn't it? It's because you don't do this in Portuguese. I'm going to go. You're gonna, but this is our future. And then we want to say the verb. So we would do the verb with other things like I'm gonna drive, I'm gonna sleep, I'm gonna watch, and all of those things. How can I understand? Used to. Yeah, used sound. That is the used sound. The C, se com cedilha, used to. I think of it as like you, very strong, and then actually instead of to, okay, try to change that sound. Used to. So I'm gonna erase up here and I'm gonna show you a little bit of pronunciation. If you want to know more about pronunciation, I don't really do it here on this channel yet, but Rachel's English, if I could tag her, boop, Rachel's English. She is very good at showing you the pronunciation. but very rarely is the to gonna sound like to. Okay, it often sounds like, and I'm gonna do this as quick, all right? So there's 3 sounds that to makes, okay? And it is do, it is duh, or it is tuh, all right? Do, duh, or tuh, depending on the speed that you speak, okay? So let's try a couple of these. So this used to, I So this is I used to have a motorcycle. I used to have a motorcycle. So this is this sound right there, used to. Many times when we use a different one, I'll give you one more, okay? I'm gonna go to Rio. Okay, just a short sentence for the future. I'm gonna go to Rio. No, most of the time, because that is a short sentence, you're gonna say it more naturally, and it's gonna sound like I'm gonna go to. I'm gonna go to. So this one can go right here. I'm gonna go to Rio. Oh, I say it just a little bit faster, and it turns into the do. I'm gonna go to. I'm gonna go to Rio. I relax. I'm gonna go to Rio. So we don't want go to Rio, go to Rio. In actuality, I can use all of those to sound more natural, to sound more like a relaxed person. I'm gonna go to Rio. The ta doesn't sound very good because this is a o. Go to, go to. I'm gonna go to Rio. I'm gonna go to Rio. Okay? Yeah. Rachel's English is the bomb. The bomb. It's the bomb. It's awesome. The bomb. Awesome. So I hope you guys have it. Do you have any questions? I tried to give you some time. I know you're chatting with each other. That's awesome. And I hope that you got something out of pronunciation, used to, got used to, the future, the different ways that you can use the future. And I really appreciate it. The schwa sound, isn't it? Yeah, it is the schwa sound. When you get more advanced in English, you learn the phonetics of English and the different sounds. So that's all I have for today. I hope you enjoyed the class. Let me tell you, tomorrow I'm going to do another one. Vai ser completamente em inglês, ok? Não vou falar nenhuma palavrinha em português. It's going to be all in English. So if you'd like to check that out, tomorrow night at 7 p.m., please do so. I think I'm going to move this time, Friday nights. If you could type me a message telling me, hey, Monday night at 8 o'clock, that would be a better time. Tell me a better time. Many people say they like to go out. Muita gente gosta de viajar ou sair ou festejar, não sei o que. I don't know, but they tell me that they would prefer a different time or a different day. Please let me know in the comments. Please let me know in the texting. And overall, tell me what you learned today. Write that in the comments as well. I really appreciate it. I thank you all for your support. And until next week, see you later.